The first day when we all were together in the room, you were shaking. And I said,
yeah, I think we all felt it, though. To be in the room with
God.
people that you admire and respect and
People that you've slept with before.
or that you want to sleep with.
My name is Ryan Johnson. I wrote and directed Wake Up Dead Man.
A classic, impossible crime.
What happens at the end?
who did it?
Who dies? Who dies? Who did it?
We do not know.
This is like the cast reunion. Oh my God.
Now, who wants to go first?
Ryan was awesome. I think your energy on set was always really great.
It kind of felt like being back on stage and being
exactly.
rehearsal.
It's
Really.
like summer stock.
That's the joy of doing a movie like this. The fact that you guys came together as an ensemble, all of you, that you were there to play.
There was something about that set of the church.
Until we totally made a mess of it, spread ourselves all over it.
I know, right?
Yeah. Camped out.
You guys at some point resorted to rock, paper, scissors
Oh, we got into that.
to keep yourselves entertained.
1, 2, 3, 50.
There was a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
Lots of photos of Andrew napping. That's my album.
I might just have a little
Napping and drawing. You were always drawing, too.
drawing and napping.
And he never got past page 30 in your book on how to give up sugar.
Oh, you did. I'm not eating sugar. I'm not eating sugar. I want sugar!
Also, we were helping Josh with his best man
man
scene.
scene.
Yeah. How did it go, Josh?
Yeah, brilliantly. It went really well. Yeah. It was definitely better when we rehearsed it amongst ourselves.
But we gave really good notes.
We did.
You gave great notes.
Yeah.
you also
told us when
to laugh. I did. I would go through it and go, and you laugh there.
But there's very few directors that have command like he does.
Yeah.
Very quiet command, and yet you look at them and they don't sit there like this. You know what I mean? You're like,
So calm.
I'm your best friend, but if you don't get this right, I'm gonna fire you.
It's not too late to recast. Having done now a couple and being in awe of you coming in, but also seeing sort of how nervous people were and just about how does this play, what's going on? And it is down to Ryan because he just sets the tone and it's like, oh, I know what this is. And it's like, and I could see everybody kind of like just click in and click in.
And you do too, Daniel, to be fair to you.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's true.
don't like to give you a compliment.
No, don't even fucking try.
It's true, you're a great
You're a
leader.
great number one.
Sets the tone, yeah.
Why is this the best ensemble you worked with?
Why are we your favorite?
Because you threatened me earlier and I'm a little bit
Wait, you
scared.
don't have to say it publicly, but I'll...
And he had that wonderful board with all the different scenes.
His favorites on.
It was like Glengarry Glen Ross. I would change the ranking.
Every day, who got the Golden Star?
Well, I'm going to say something not to bring the tone down, but as we all know, my mom died 6 weeks before we started filming. I was really in a bad place kind of going into the thing, and one of the things that I think is so moving and beautiful is about working in an ensemble, and you don't really get to do that in movies a lot of the time. And so my feeling just coming away from that is that it was so healing, and I'm so genuinely grateful to all of you guys because we've all been through things like that, and we speak a lot about the kind of craziness of actors sometimes, but the sensitivity and the empathy and the beauty of you all, I will never, ever forget. Really. Yeah.
It was fun how there were like a couple of scenes, literally it's like this, with you all sitting around just playing off of each other.
Yeah, those are my favorite scenes too.
I think my favorite scene was opposite you, and you have this speech.
What is truth? We don't know that. We don't. What exists?
Not one take.
Can I tell you and see if we can spot it in the movie? I use a reaction shot where you broke watching in another context, I used it for something.
Oh, no way, no way.
Truth to the trade.
When you read it, I did not know that that's what you were going to do, and it was.
Me either.
I wish you could do it right now.
It's very, very funny.
Well, it was kind of the barometer, right? You want to get the director to laugh. He knows the joke, but if you still get him to laugh at it, then you did it right?
He has the greatest laugh.
Halfway through a scene and all you can hear is Ryan giggling behind me. Okay, we're in the zone.
We're in the pocket, yeah.
And Carrie, oh my God, Bring in the Thunder. When Vera stands up and kind of unleashes it, all of us were just kind of like, holy shit.
Remember that?
Shooting these group scenes, there is a point you hit in the day where then you get around it, because these movies are made of reaction shots and they're so important to everyone listening. And you brought the same level to every single person. It was like, oh my God.
When you were first starting that scene, you were kind of tripping through the thing, and you're one of those actors who just gets better and better. Whereas me, I'll bring in the first couple of takes and then I'm done. I might as well go home.
I should go now.
I gave you everything I got.
It's not going to get
But
any
we're
better
only
than
in
that.
it for 10
Yeah,
minutes. That's as much brain power as I have.
You did Shakespeare up in the.
And it
Oh, this
was
is true.
I did that for you
incredible.
and for you only. And she comes up to me afterwards. She goes, "How'd you remember all that?"
It was
I'm
pretty
like, "You
extraordinary.
got 7 Academy Award nominations. What are you talking about?"
There was a scene where Josh, who plays Monsignor Wicks, is supposed to be unleashing with this huge sermon. We were shooting at slow motion, and I knew I wasn't going to use a sound for it. And so there was a take where, which
What did you
monologue
do?
was it? Yeah, it was.
It was Julius Caesar.
Oh, that was Julius
Yes,
Caesar.
yes.
So I didn't have to stand there and do fake gestures. And
Oh,
I
it's
just-
amazing.
It was so
great.
good.
All I needed was one look from Andrew that went like this. And I went,
Okay.
Thanks so much for coming in.
I was also really impressed that Ryan, like with this cast, everybody obviously had our own thoughts about our characters, and you made time to work with every single
To
one
shut
of us
everyone
to
down.
hear our notes, to tell us to stay in our lane.
Okay, keep it together, guys. Come on, come on. We're still making a movie.
You were so open and like you create time for everybody to feel heard and part of the process.
Kaylee, in an incredibly short amount of time, learned how to play cello for the. Or
not
learned
my
how,
obvious,
learned how to
but-
look like
yeah,
it.
I learned how to
That's
look
one of my
how to
favorite
play
memories
cello.
is actually recording it and seeing you work with the cellist, like because you worked so
At Air
hard.
Studios.
Yeah,
You were really nervous about
I
it.
was really nervous.
By the time you got there, did you feel ready?
Yeah, I got the little details. I think if a cellist sees it, they'd approve. Yeah.
I remember about the first day when we all were together in the room.
Yeah, the first scene.
Yeah,
Everyone's
the first
there.
scene, everybody, and you were shaking. And I said, that is so, wow, what a choice.
What a choice!
You were just a little bit jealous, weren't you?
She was so scared there. She was literally shaking.
No, it was meant to be a comedic scene, and Ryan was like, it's an interesting direction you're taking.
Yeah, I think we all felt it.
And what Jeremy had been through.
Yes.
It was so inspiring to see you
Yeah,
show up.
it's called Wake Up Dead Man.
It's beautiful.
I hope you guys will watch all of us nincompoops get together in Wake Up Dead Man. It's on Netflix right now.
Here's what's gonna happen. Benoit freaking Blanc and I are gonna ask you all some questions, and you're gonna answer them. We're gonna get to the bottom of who killed Monsignor Wicks and why. And then... that's it!